Hi, my name is Trey Brady, and today I want to talk about why I feel internal combustion engines are a better option than electric motor vehicles. So today I'm going to talk about battery powered electric cars and a hybrid. So hybrids have a gas motor and an electric motor, and they work together to get the best of both worlds. I'm not going to talk about those, I'm just going to compare regular battery electric cars. So electric motors are known for being low cost maintenance because they don't have to do oil changes. But what people don't understand is these motors only last 10 to 15 minutes, or 10 to 15 years before they start to fail. And when these motors fail, they are much more expensive than if you were to just replace an engine on a vehicle, because you have to tear apart the whole car, and the lithium batteries and the motors are both very hard to get. So battery powered cars are kind of similar, where you have to charge is similar to filling up a gas tank, but you still have to stop and charge it up again, equivalent to putting more gas in a vehicle. They're better for, like, if you have short trips and you're just driving to work and back, you can plug it in at night and next morning you're good to go. You don't have to worry about the fuel prices or where gas stations are at. But if you go on long trips, just think about if you were to find out you're low on battery and you have to find a charging station and there isn't one for how far, and then if you actually make it to one, you have to sit there and wait how long for it to charge back up to be able to continue driving. There's a fast charging system that you can do, but it costs so much money that it's not even worth it. The major downfall of electric vehicles is that they do not have the thrill of driving an internal combustion engine, because you have different power outputs at different RPMs. You can actually choose what gear you want to be in, and it's a lot of a hobby. A lot of people have a passion for internal combustion cars because they feel as if they have a soul and, like, you know, the car, whereas electric powered vehicles, they just do the same thing every single day. You don't have to have any skill to drive it, so there's no real sport in driving an electric vehicle. A lot of people just don't want to choose that method. They'd rather have a little bit more fun when they drive. Electric vehicles are good for 0 to 60 because they create power at low RPMs, but anything beyond that, like up towards 100 miles per hour or more, they lose a lot of their power. So this is another case where internal combustion engines succeed because they can keep revving higher and keep creating the same power and go higher top speeds, which helps going around the track. And also you can control the shifts when you go around the corner. Another thing is electric vehicles are much heavier because of how much those batteries and, like, the motors weigh. It makes them very heavy, so when you go around corners, it's gonna want to understeer, so when you turn the wheel, it's gonna not corner hard, it's gonna kind of go straight, and you're gonna have to slow down a lot more. Whereas a lighter internal combustion engine is just gonna go straight around the corner a lot faster without as much braking needed. This is just hitting on if you want to drift or have any sort of fun with the car. You can't have newer cars stability control, because when you go around the corner, it's gonna sense that and it's gonna decrease the power it's putting to the wheels, and it's gonna basically take control of the steering for you and not allow you to kind of like have fun with the car or race or go around a track. It just again takes away a lot of the sport, because this is what a lot of people are into, and this is what they like to do. It's kind of like if someone were to take away like football or basketball, like that's their sport, and this is what like my sport is. This is what I have a passion for. A big misunderstanding with electric motored vehicles is that they are saving the environment, but what they don't tell you is those batteries use a lot of lithium, and in order to get lithium you have to mine it, and that includes using all of these equipments like these trucks, and they use just as much crude oil as the vehicles driving on the road. So maybe in the future if they were to make them all electric, but as of right now it's not really saving the environment like people say. So all in all, electric cars are good in some scenarios, but for anyone that likes the thrill of driving, internal combustion is going to be the way to go. It's more understandable, we've been used to it, we know how the engines work, and they're just more predictable, because when an electric motor fails, a lot of people don't really understand them that well yet and how to replace them, because they haven't been around for as long, and there's a lot more electronics and technology that goes into them, which is why it makes the prices skyrocket whenever you need to replace them. So those are my reasons. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.